morning, IMS, and welcome to today's Morning Quah. I'm Riley.
And I'm Clyde.
Get excited, everyone.
Coming up are this year's elections.
For all current 6th graders running for 7th grade rep and all current 7th graders running for an ASB position, make sure you've had your videos recorded by the current ASB class.
Campaign week is from May 16th through the 20th, and everyone will do voting on homeroom on May 20th.
Make sure you have all of your posters signed by Ms. Turnley before hanging them up. If you need any materials for your campaign, come to room 2009 and ask Ms. Turnley or Mr. Dorsett for permission.
Now for the Guess Who. Now let's hand it over to Sally and Shaylin to hear about our Peaks points and how the food drive is going.
Hey IMS, here's this week's Peaked update and food drive total points.
In last place with 358 points, we have Rattlesnake.
In fourth place is Tiger Peak with a total of 500 points.
In third place, Taylor Peak with a total of 915 points.
And in second place with 1,075 points, Squawk.
And to the peak with the most points, the peak that won the food drive, Cougar Peak with a total of 1,110 points.
Great job, Panthers, and thanks to all the participants who donated to help make this food drive a success.
And guess what, IMS?
We only have 25 more days of school left.
And now back to Clyde and Riley.
Great job, Panthers.
And now for our feature story.
Hey. Good to see you. Come on in, let's go. Yeah! Let's go! Alright, okay.
That was really interesting.
And speaking from interesting, let's head over to Sage and Mara for episode 3 of High School Interviews.
What is your name?
My name is Mara Gonzalez-Merle, and I'm a freshman at IHS.
What are some of the major changes you experienced in transitioning from middle to high school?
I think one of the biggest changes is that here everything is bigger and requires more commitment, more time. For example, obviously your classes are going to be a little harder and they're going to require more homework, but then also any activities that you want to do, if you want to do theater, the shows are it's a lot more rehearsal and a lot more shows, or if you decide to do the club, you usually, or even ASB, you just have to do so much more than you had to do in the middle schools, which is also really tough.
What is one piece of advice you would give an 8th grader entering IHS?
I would tell them to just make sure that they use their planner and all their planning skills. You're going to have a lot of homework, and if you organize yourself, you're going to be able to handle it and also handle all your clubs after school and everything. But if you don't plan yourself, you're probably going to get a little swamped with homework and go to bed late. And then also try a lot of new things, because there's a lot of opportunities for you and clubs and activities that you can try out, to just try stuff.
Awesome. What are a couple of words you would use to describe the atmosphere in the high school?
I would say spirit and engaging. I think there's a lot of spirit here at IHS, and we have a lot of spirit days, a lot of events for the student body to do. But then also like I said, there's just so many clubs and variety of things that you can try out.
What is one thing you miss about middle school?
I probably miss how you didn't really have to think about your future at all. You kind of got to you got to try anything that you wanted without worrying about, oh, how is this going to affect me? If I drop out of this class, and go and try something else. Like, I think it's just, you're thinking more about what's going to happen post high school, and some of your decisions have to be based on that. And I think that's it.
What recommendations or advice would you give to middle school students to manage a high school schedule?
Well, I kind of already said this, but just use your planner. Yeah, it's just a really big thing. Plan yourself.
What is one thing you wish you would have done as a freshman but you didn't?
I'm a freshman right now, and I think maybe like I wish I would have like looked at the course guide and the courses before entering. Like, I did do that, but I think if I had done it like a little more thoroughly and like planned kind of a basic idea of what I would have wanted to do all 4 years. I know that seems like a lot, but you can like change it later on. But if you have like a plan at the very beginning, it's like nice because you don't stress about having to get all your credits and all that later on. You get them all out of the way the first year.
What is one thing you're glad you did?
One thing I'm glad I did is like I tried a lot of things, and that's kind of the advice that I gave, but like kind of just go for it, because even if you feel like it's going to overwhelm you, I think that if you feel like it's going to be beneficial to you, try it and then like maybe leave it later. Like, there was a club I tried and it turned out it was going to be a lot of work with all the other things I had, but I'm still glad I tried it because now I know what other things I'm interested in and that I maybe don't want to do sort of like area. So yeah, just trying it.
Thank you.
That's it for today.
Have a great day, IMS.